Welcome to Latricia Creates. I am Latricia. In today's video, I'm going to attempt to sublimate on a 100% cotton stretch canvas without any coating. Let's take a look at the material we're going to use for this project. For this project, I'm going to use this 100% cotton stretch canvas that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to turn it into a reverse canvas, which is why I have some of these other supplies. I have this Cricut True Control knife to cut the canvas away from the frame, a measuring tape to measure the inside of the frame to get the proportions for the design. I have this unicorn spit gel stain that I'm going to stain the frame with. The baby wipes is what I'm going to use to apply the stain. I also have this heat resistant tape to hold down the design. The other materials we need are a sublimation printer, sublimation paper, sublimation ink, some type of heat source. I'm going to use a heat press, and we need our design. Once I prep the canvas, I'm going to go and get the design off the computer. You ready? Let's make it. The first thing we're going to do is prep our canvas. I'm going to cut the canvas away from these staples. I could remove all of the staples, but that's a little time consuming. In fact, you know what? I'm going to remove the staples. So let me remove the staples and I'll be back. I managed to get most of the staples off. There were 3 staples that were hard to come off, so I left those on and just cut around it. What I used to get the staples out, I used this staple remover, both of these staple removers, to get the staples out. Now I'm going to measure the inside of the frame to determine what size to make the design. So I think 9 by 6 3/4 is a safe design. So I'm going to go to the computer now and grab a design. I'm in Silhouette Studio and I'm ready to get my design and bring it into the software. So what I want to do is I want to go to the top left, click on File, Merge, find my design. My design is in my downloads. It's right here, Fresh Soap. Click on Fresh Soap. I'm going to grab the SVG file and click OK. Now, as you can see, the design is all separate. So what I want to do is group the design. I'm going to grab all of the pieces and I'm going to go up here to the top and click on Group. Now they're all grouped. I want to grab a rectangle, so I'm going to go over here to the left panel, click on Draw Rectangle. Draw a rectangle. I'm going to make the rectangle 7 by 9, which is the inside of the frame. So I'm going to change it up here at the top to 7 inches wide by 9 inches in height. Now I'm going to take the design and make it smaller so that it can fit inside of the rectangle. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now I'm going to delete the rectangle and I'm ready to print. I'm going to go back up to the top left, click on File, Print. Click Print again. I'm going to use my Workforce 7620. Go into Preferences. I already have my sublimation preferences set for my 8.5 by 11 paper, so we're good to go there. I'm going to click OK. Click Print. It's going to print, and then we'll be ready to move on to the next step. The design is all printed up and ready to go onto the canvas. One thing I forgot to mention is we need to lint roll the canvas. So I grab my lint roller to lint roll the canvas. We want to make sure there are no particles or anything on the canvas. Now we're going to add the design onto the canvas. I think that'll work. I'm going to go ahead and tape it down. Because my heat press is auto open, it pops up pretty hard. I'm going to make sure I put enough tape to keep it down so that the design doesn't pop up and cause any ghosting. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now I'm going to head over to the heat press and see if this actually works. I'm at the heat press ready to press the canvas. I have a piece of butcher paper on the bottom of the heat press, and I'm going to put a piece of butcher paper on the top of the design so that it doesn't get any ink in case the ink comes through. It doesn't get onto the top platen. I'm pressing it for 50 seconds at 385, medium to heavy pressure. I think that might have worked. I'm excited to look at it. It is too hot right now. I forgot to grab my heat gloves. So let me grab my heat gloves, and I'm going to take this back to the craft table and reveal it over there. We're back at the cutting table, ready for the big reveal. Can we sublimate on 100% cotton canvas without any coating? Here's what we got. It looks okay. It's not as bright as I would like it. Maybe if I had let it heat up for 60 seconds, it would have taken better. But overall, I'm satisfied with it. I think it's cute, and I think it's going to make for a cute sign. I'm going to spray some sealer on it, see how that looks, finish it up, and I'll show you the finished product after it's all done. Here is the final project. It actually came out really nice. Once I sprayed the sealer on, it brightened it up a little bit, and when I added the frame, that really made it pop that much more. So I'm really satisfied with how it came out in the end. All I did with the frame was I took the baby wipes and I took the stain. I rubbed it all around on the outside and the inside. Then I took the canvas. I stapled it to the back of the frame. I cut off all of the excess, and this is what I came up with. I hope you are able to make one as well. I also hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep creating.